One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
All right, I am headed home. I'm going to take the rest of my appointments in the house this evening. But I needed to jump on here and do a part 2. The other day, I did a live entitled Toxic Black Women. And today, part 2 of that is Toxic Black People. So I'm going to include everybody, everybody black in this part 2, because I'm seeing behaviors that's not just toxic black women, it's toxic black men, it's toxic black people that, you know, although it's not surprising, like, it's still happening. It's still going on. I don't understand what is wrong with our people. Why we struggle to be righteous. Why are we struggling to do what's right? And look, we will do dumb stuff, and it's in the name of like racial loyalty, right? We feel like, so forget the fact that black people are out here cutting up. Forget the fact that black people are out here acting out and cutting up. But because they are black, like, and we black, we need to give them a pass, or, you know, we start this the dumb stuff we say. Well, you know, we've been held down, and white folks and folks of other colors, they get away with it. No. Right is right and wrong is wrong. It does not matter who's doing it. It does not matter the color of the person that's unjust. Like, you should have a moral compass that tells you that regardless of the person's race that is committing the crime, that is doing the wrong thing, is still wrong. And this idea of, well, you know, we should be in support of this black guy that did something wrong, that committed a crime, okay, that killed somebody because he black, because he's a young black man. That's just never going to fly with me, right? I'm always on the side of righteousness, regardless of how some of y'all feel about it. You feel a way because I'm actually willing to hold people accountable, regardless of their color, regardless of their gender. So if I'm not taking heat from the black people that feel like, you know, I'm jumping all over the black people out here that's messing up and doing wrong, like, how dare I speak out about injustice, right? Or I'm taking heat from the black women when I'm calling out black women foolishness. Like, I can't catch a break. But the truth is, it's about righteousness. It will always and forever be about righteousness. It's not about race for me, okay? It will always be about righteousness. It will always be about standing on God's side. So regardless of the person's gender, regardless of their race or ethnicity, if a person is acting out and doing something wrong, I'm going to speak on it. That's it. He said, because we have been permanently bruised and mentally scarred from the white community who hates us and we hate ourselves, you right about wrong is wrong. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get down like that. This case where the black boy at the, I think it was it again another track meet? Was it a track meet, or it was a sporting event? A sporting meet. Yeah, I think it was a track meet. But this case about the black guy, the young black guy stabbing the white guy in the heart because he sat on the wrong side or sat under their tent, and that was his response to them asking him to leave. Come on, y'all. Stop it. And now they done raised like $100,000. Black people have raised money for this boy's defense. And I'm just like, huh? And I'm not saying everybody don't deserve proper defense, but come on, y'all. That was his response. He was sitting under the wrong tent. He was sitting in the wrong area, and they asked him to leave, like, hey, this is not your area. This isn't your side. And his response was to stab the boy in the heart and kill him. What in the heck? And look, if you black, you better not speak out. If you black, you better not say how crazy that was on the black dude's part. You better not say that. Cause what you gonna get called? Uncle Tom, or you not loyal to your own race. Forget the fact that was wrong. Like, huh? And look, let it have been the other way around, and y'all would be losing your minds. Let it be the other way around. Let the black guy, let the white guy sit somewhere he wasn't supposed to, right? And the black people there said, hey man, you're on the wrong side, or you're sitting under the wrong tent, and he stabbed the black boy in the heart and killed him. Y'all be ready to lose y'all's mind. The whole community would have got towed up, okay? It's just insanity. It's insanity how y'all think, how backwards your thinking is. Irregardless of the races of the two young men, one young man stabbing another young man. I don't care if the young man was also black. It's wrong. In response to them saying, hey, you're sitting in the wrong spot. You're sitting under the wrong tent. It's wrong. But y'all gotta make it racial. And look, y'all gotta, because we've been done so bad for so many years and we can't catch a break. Now we got to support this young black dude in killing another human being over something stupid. Like, I will never get down with that. I don't like tomfoolery. I don't like stupidity. But once again, we got to blame everything on race. And the truth is, everything isn't racial. Sometimes y'all are just dumb. Y'all do dumb stuff. You respond in stupid ways. You go out, you cut up, you loud, you're belligerent, you're obnoxious. And then when somebody says, hey, you're in public, you're not at home in your backyard having the family cookout, you're in a public place acting a fool, it's a problem. Like I said, I just will never understand it. I will never get down like that. I will never understand it. Stay at home. I keep telling folks, if you want to go out in public and cut up and be loud and be belligerent and get drunk and do all kinds of dumb stuff, and then are surprised when people say something to you. How dare this person say something to me? How dare they call the management over? Go home. Like, go home. That's what I don't understand. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, this case, it don't make any sense. Like, why are we supporting this? And could the young man, hey, he's what, 17? He's a kid. Could he have made a mistake? Maybe, but to come out and back him like, they, we need to stand in solidarity. Not for that. We don't. There's lots of things we should be in solidarity about, but it ain't that. Like, When they had the boycott, was it last month that they had the boycott? Was it Amazon or Target? Y'all couldn't even, how about this? Y'all couldn't stand in solidarity to not shop at Target for one day. Y'all couldn't, for one day, we ain't gonna shop at Target because of DEI, and we not gonna shop at Amazon, and y'all couldn't even stand in solidarity over that. And now, a young black boy has murdered a white boy over something dumb, and y'all are outraged. Y'all are outraged. We gotta raise all this money. Come on, stop it. He said, no, the white boy told the black kid to get out of their tent. White boy hit him and he stabbed him. White boy fall. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna do more research, because my understanding is that there was no other physical altercation other than the black boy stabbing the white boy. Okay, 17-year-old brother who was a high schooler stabbed white boy to death here in Texas. Okay, so I'm going to do some more research on that, because my understanding is there was no elevation of a physical assault. It was just an assault. So I just, like I said, I'm done with our folks. I'm kind of, and when I say done, I mean, not all black people. I'm talking about the other ones, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of over it. I very much am over it. And I'm selective in the people that I associate with now, because I do not want to be connected to dumb stuff. I don't. And can I go here? I might lose some people, but can I go here? I don't even want to speak collectively for my race anymore. Like, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of, people see me and they want me to give an account for every black person that's ever lived. I'm just tired of that. Or they want me to be the representative for every black woman. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of that. So I'm going to look into that. He said white boy started it seriously, but I get what you're saying. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do my own research and make sure, because from what I'm reading, I didn't see that the white boy, physically laid hands on him, but I'm going to figure that out. But that's what I'm over, right? And I've been telling y'all for a while now. I've been telling y'all for a while now that I truly do choose friends by the content of their character. I don't look for black people, white people, Indian people, Asian people, Hispanic. I don't look for any race or ethnicity of people. I look for Christian people. And when I say Christian, remember I already had that talk with y'all about, that label don't mean nothing no more. But I look for Christian people that are walking the talk. And those people come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. I look for people that walk out good morals and values. I look for people that are righteous. Thank you. That's my criteria. But I don't seek out all black spaces anymore. I don't seek out black female spaces anymore. This is really going to piss y'all off, because a lot of it's full of nonsense. A lot of it is full of delusion. And if y'all remember this, year before last, I appeared on Hardly Initiated's podcast, and it was myself and SB, and SB spoke out about the black female sisterhood. She been talking about how, I don't get down with the black female sisterhood, because they will have y'all, they'll have y'all divorced. They'll have y'all in debt. Like, she spoke out on Hardly Initiated's podcast about the black female sisterhood and how much trouble you'll get in, being a part of that. And, So she and I talked before and after the show, and I was like, I didn't even realize it, that I was not a part of the black, female sisterhood. But technically, I've never been a part of the black female sisterhood, because I've always thought for myself. I've always prioritized common sense, right? And righteousness. And a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't. They want you to collectively agree with their foolishness and get behind their foolishness, and I can't do that. So, and look, I even have family members. I have family members that are very liberal, and they wanted me to support Kamala Harris and all that, and I was like, don't do that. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Don't do that. And we cool. And it's the thing, like, you know how a lot of families got ripped apart because of the whole Trump, Kamala Harris political thing. And, one side of the family was voting for Trump and the other side was voting for Kamala Harris. I just told my family, I said, leave me out of it. Okay? Don't ask my thoughts. Don't ask my opinions. And please, again, don't start no dumb stuff. Don't make it so divisive where if I don't agree with you, if I don't agree with whatever it is you selling, now we ain't family or we can't be friends. We already been through that with the COVID-19 vaccine. It's like y'all have not learned anything. We're right back to where we were with the whole COVID situation. What? Anita's not getting vaccinated? Oh my God. I can't be friends with you. You ain't my family no more. Have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing? And then this is the wild thing. A certain group of people wants tolerance and acceptance, but they don't tolerate or accept another group of people. That don't make sense. How you want tolerance and acceptance for being different, for different sexuality, for different, views, for different, fill in the blank. But when other people's views don't agree with yours, now you don't have no tolerance. You don't have no acceptance. We're crazy. Oh my gosh. Can you believe Anita will not get vaccinated? Can you believe Anita's not voting and not voting for Kamala Harris? What happened to the acceptance and the tolerance of other people and different views? I'm confused. Now, all of a sudden, when I'm asking you to do the same thing that you asking everybody for, you can't do it. That don't make no sense. That's a double standard. And you know how I feel about them. I hate a double standard. How you gonna hold me to something that you can't be held to? I can't stand a double standard. I'm asking you to do it because I'm doing it. So, y'all, I'm just over it. Okay? I don't like dumb stuff. I don't like things that don't add up. That's not common sense. Like, don't ask me to participate. And, I'm being honest. The Black sisterhood is full of that. It's full of a bunch of dumb stuff where y'all want to cut up and act crazy and talk bad about your husbands and all of that. I don't want to participate in that. I'm good. And why aren't you, participating in this foolishness? And if you ain't backing us up and if you ain't agreeing with us, go away from here with that. I'm always going to be on the side of what's right. Okay? That's the bottom line. So if I lose you, I lose you. But I can use my brain. God gave me a brain for a reason. And he said, Anita, use it. Use your brain. Use your critical thinking skills. Use your ability to figure things out for yourself. Stop letting people tell you what you should think and tell you what you should want. How you going to tell me what I should want? And tell you how you should vote? And tell you, nah, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. So, no, I have friends of all races, all ages, all ethnicities, men and women. And that blows people's mind. Whenever they come to my house and they see all these different people together, they're thinking, what is happening? This don't add up. Like, what is going on? And then the next question they ask me is, how did you meet all these people? Like, how did you meet all these different type of people? And then you brought them all together. And look, some of them be looking like, how dare I? Right? How dare I bring my Black and my white friends and my Indian friends and my Asian friends? How dare I bring my female friends and my male friends together? I don't care about what y'all think. Like, I really don't. Like all these people were handpicked for a reason. There's something that technically they all have in common. Y'all just don't know it yet. And I'm happy to share it. But these people, technically, they have something all in common. 99% of them are open. They're open-minded. They're critical thinking. They're righteous, moral code. They're upstanding. They're not out here cheating on their husbands or their wives. They're not out here cheating on their taxes, right? They think for themselves. They're not out here, getting caught up in people's dogma and all this. They're tolerant. They're truly tolerant. They're truly tolerant and open-minded of other people's difference of opinion. So, yeah, no, and they have common sense. That's the biggest one. I love people that just have common freaking sense. God dang, y'all just be doing dumb stuff in the name of race, in the name of gender. Well, and then look, women love to say this. Well, you're not a girl's girl. You're not, because I am not sitting here co-signing your stupidity. I have females that are like, well, I met this guy on the Bumble app and I went over to the house and we had sex. And I haven't heard from him since. What an a-hole. What a horrible person. I'm going to go on that Are We Dating the Same Guy website and I'm going to post his picture and I'm going to warn women. You going to warn women about what? Because you were stupid? Like, is that what you're doing? You going to tell this dumb story about how you consensually gave this man your body on the first day and he's the bad guy. I need to warn women about him. Because can you believe that? I'm like, so a man took some free sex? Is that what you're trying to convince me? That a man took some free sex that you consensually gave him and didn't want to see you no more, or didn't want no more free sex because, I don't know, maybe the sex wasn't that great. But he went about his business and he's a horrible person. What? And you gonna blow him up over on Are We Dating the Same Guy on Facebook? Because you made a dumb decision and that's the outcome that you got. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. And then look, when I say that to her face, well, maybe it's because you move too fast, right? What other reason would there be for him to continue seeing you? And yeah, he took some free sex. That's pretty much what happened. That's what happened when I stand outside of a store and I give out $100 bills, right? So if I say free $100 bills, people take them. People take them. They take them $100 bills. Okay. And they go by, and guess what? 9 times out of 10, I never see them again. They take the $100 bill I gave them and I never see them again. So y'all stop with the dumb stuff. Okay. I'm over the dumb stuff. I really am. And it's getting harder. I'm noticing in my spirit, it's getting harder and harder for me to tolerate, and I think I have a lot of tolerance. I have a lot of tolerance for people's different religious beliefs, for people's different political beliefs, for people's different beliefs about feminism and femininity and all the things, right? I mean, I personally think they're misguided, but hey, if that's what they want to do, go ahead and do it. But what is getting harder and harder to tolerate is unrighteousness. That's what I'm struggling with tolerating, is sin and people just doing the wrong thing. That's really becoming hard to tolerate. Just stupidity. Stupidity is becoming harder and harder for me to have tolerance and patience for, because it's just running rampant. But the race loyalty, nah, can't get down with it. The political loyalty, nah, can't get down with it. The gender loyalty, nah, I can't get down with it, because it's dumb people that's male and female. It's dumb people that are black and white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, and all the other, all the other ethnicities. It's dumb people that are Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist. What else we got, right? It's just dumb people. It's It's just people cutting up, doing the wrong thing, acting up, acting out, and every part of the globe, every race, every nation, like, no. And like I said, I'm tired of being the black female representative. I'm tired. How about this? I'm tired of being the therapy representative. I'm getting tired of that. People try to hold me to a standard as a therapist, and they forget all the other titles that I hold. Like, oh, would a therapist do that? Would a therapist say that? Stop it. Stop it, okay? I don't represent every and all therapists. There are good therapists and there are bad therapists, okay? So I happen to be licensed. I happen to have my own way of doing things. I happen to have the standard I hold myself to and that the board holds me to. But I happen to have my own style, right? I'm not warm and fuzzy. I own that. And a lot of people, oh, you should be, unconditionally like warm and fuzzy, and whatever people come in, you should accept it. Like, okay, that's not my style. But y'all, I'm tired of the dumb stuff. What are we doing? And then us as a people, it's like the division is rampant. We can't agree on anything. The division is rampant, and just like I said, we can't agree on anything, but that's why we can't get anywhere. Because you have a group of people over here that think it should be red, and a group of people over here that says it's blue, and a group of people over here that says it's green. And so we can't get anywhere. One thing that I will say about certain religions like Judaism is there is a sense of this is what we all believe, right? They all believe the same thing. They all believe in marriage as a wealth building tool. They all believe in family and how they manage their money. Like there is a collective spirit in certain religions and certain races that we just lack. Because now you got the Christians against the non-Christians in the black community. You got a lot of black people that they're doing the Hebrew Israelites and what's the other stuff? I don't even know the name of all of it. But you got a lot of black people that are turning away from Christianity because Christianity is like, it's a joke. Number one, it's becoming a joke. I know it's not. I know who my God is. I know who Christ is. But it's becoming a joke in our community. You got churches and pastors and preachers and men of the cloth, cussing and doing all kind of dumb stuff. All kind of completely unbiblical stuff. So I get it. People are like, are you serious? Like, you're really still doing this? You're still doing the whole church thing? It's a complete joke to them. But that's why. Like, it's so messy. It is so messy where we have landed. And it's a wonder why. We can't get anywhere. We can't get anything. It's like, so y'all, I can't, like I said, I am the poster child for doing what's right. I'm going to do my research about this case because it sounds horrible. But I am going to do my research about this case, and I'll be back. If I'm wrong, I will correct myself if I'm wrong. But I'm going to do more research about this case, but I will never be a gender loyalist. I will never be a race loyalist. I will never be a party loyalist. No, because I know better. As long as I got this brain up in my head, like, nah, I'm never going to come out and say, yeah, I stand for all black people and everything they do. Nope, because I know better. We do some dumb stuff. We do some stupid stuff. He said, see how Kirk Franklin be cutting up on stage with the secular dancing? Yeah, I will never be, I'm going to really piss some people off. I will never be Christian loyalist. I will never say, yeah, everybody who claims to be Christian is godly, because I already made a video about that. That is not the case. The scales have fallen off of my eyes. I have finally figured out that everyone who claims to love God, who claims to know God, who claims to love Christ isn't biblically sound, isn't righteous, isn't holy. So you talk about disappointed. No, I don't speak for all Christians because half of them are hypocrites. So no, this loyalist type thing we got going on where we're just, everybody who's black is oppressed, everybody, who's this and they should get a leg up. They need reparations and all this other stuff. Like, I just can't, y'all. I can't do it. Cause like I said, I've seen too much and that don't make common sense. So that's it. All right. I got to run into the store. So yeah, I got to put this under members only because, like I said, this gonna make some people feel away. But join the membership on my YouTube channel. That's where you can see all of the unedited content. That content, from my understanding, I'm trying to remember if it has ads or not. It might not. But yeah, that is the place where you are going to find all of my unedited content. And it shouldn't have ads on it. I need to check that. It should be, you can sit down, you can look at all my videos all the way through. There's no advertising on it, which, I personally hate. That's why I have the YouTube premium, because I want to just watch videos. I hate the ads, man. The ads come on. And some people's videos, the ads come on like every 2 minutes. It's horrible. So join the channel, become a member of the channel. And you have access to members only content as well as other content. Consider joining Skool. I also have to tell you all that Skool, you get a free 30-day trial this month. If you join at any point in time in the month of April, you'll have a free 30-day trial to try out Skool and see everything we're doing over there. This week, we talked all about narcissism and the importance of educating yourself about narcissism so you don't get caught up with these narcissistic people. Okay. Next week, we're going to be moving on into our emotional intelligence. We started out talking about self-awareness. Now we're going to talk about other awareness. We're going to learn some relationship skills and tools. So join us on Skool. Just send me an email at info@betterlovemovement.com and you can learn all about Skool and everything we're doing over there. Okay. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay open to love.